Hello Aquarius, welcome back to Tic Tac Tarot. I'm Milo and I'm going to be your reader for today. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you for tuning in. And if you're a return viewer, thanks again for your support. I appreciate you guys a lot. This is going to be a new year, so Happy New Year to those who celebrate on January. For the, what's it called? For the Zodiac New Year, it's actually at the beginning of Aries season. So some of you may or may not celebrate, which is fine. But I mean, if you got a New Year's resolution, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what's going on so I can wish you the best of luck with your intentions. Anyway, let's get past that. I'm going to get you an Animal Kin Oracle card. It's going to be a message from an animal spirit. Doesn't have to be your actual animal totem, if you will. But it is just a message from a spirit animal that's around you. And it may or may not resonate with you, so please only take what resonates to your situation. Leave what does not for somebody else. I'm going to use a classic Rider-Waite, and I'm going to clarify with one of my favorites, the Mini Wild Unknown. It's so mini and small, and it fits so perfectly in my little hands. Anyway, don't make fun of me for my hands. Bear with me, I'm a little bit under the weather. I am on the mend here. Still a little bit stuffed up, still a little bit coughy, still a little bit sneezy. Occasional headaches. The ear pressure is gone. Whatever I had like some severe ear pressure where I thought I was going deaf in this ear from all the ear popping that I've been doing and blowing my nose. It was insane. Insane, I tell you. Anyway, general specific reading. If I say he or she, I'm referring to a character on the cards, not you or your person specifically. Let's dump into it. Let's jump into it. Mercury is still technically retrograding while I'm filming this. It's coming up the end now. Thank God for that. Ooh, Jaguar, intention. You know, this has been a common card that's been coming out for a lot of signs. Which is balance, which is finding balance. But Jaguar, intentions, number 48 could be significant to you. And you have the 38 here, so 8 might be a very significant number for you. 8s are numbers of abundance, so that's always a good sign. Communicate exactly what it is and visualize the detail while moving it into action. So this is talking about follow through. Whatever it is that you're setting your intentions on, you need to follow through. And we were just talking about New Year's resolutions here. So make sure you're, holding yourself accountable. If you do set one of those New Year's resolutions, hold yourself accountable to it, Aquarius. Is that I want to, play less video games and get outside more? Is it I want to, I want to get a job, a better job that allows me to have extra exposable income, or, I want to pick up a second job just for spending money, or, I want to quit smoking. That's a big one. That's a big New Year's resolution for a lot of people. And if you do, I tell you what, I'm 3 years and a bit without cigarettes, and, I've never felt better. I say that as I'm sick, but at least I can breathe when I climb a set of stairs again. I don't have anything against you if you smoke. I used to smoke like a chimney. High Priestess, you could be dealing with a Pisces here, but you're going to be learning a lot this year, I think. Learning a lot about yourself, I think, and learning about what triggers you, what makes you who you are. Pardon me. Oh. Okay. Oh. Wow. What are you learning? Karmic lessons, my friends. Karmic lessons. 7 of Wands. You will come out on top of these karmic lessons. I think you will make the right choice. We all have free will. You can still make the wrong choice, but judging by these cards, you don't seem like the silly person that's going to make the wrong choice. Here's the thing. You may have come into an inheritance at some point. This is a specific message for somebody. If you came into an inheritance and you kind of blew it all away on something, like maybe the finer things in life, or, you know, you invested into a project that didn't pan out, something along those lines, and you're wondering what's going on, it's because you didn't follow through with it. The intention was there, but somewhere you lacked follow through. I guess I could tell you. You have 6 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, and the Tower card here. You were doing good, and then something happened, and now you're not doing so good. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Life is full of ups and downs. We all make mistakes. We learn from them. We grow from them, right? If this is for other people, so you fell in love with somebody that ended up breaking your heart and you became single. And it was kind of a shock to you because you weren't really expecting this person to break up with you. You thought that you guys were solid. But the Tower is here, and that determines that things were not so solid. Here's the 7 of Swords. I'm not really picking up the tricky aspect of this card. I'm picking up more of the strategic aspect of this card, because you have the Knight of Cups and the 9 of Cups sandwiching it right now. And to me, I think you're being strategic about a romantic offer to somebody, somebody that already has a lot going for them. You know, if you were to come into this person's life, it would, it would be to add to it, because they already have what they require in life. Except for, obviously, they're single. This could be for you too. Someone may be coming to give you an offer of love, but you already have everything that you need. And you're going to be kind of on the fence about this offer, because you're like, well, I'm good on my own. I'm good as a single individual. You know, what are you bringing to the table? Oh, a cup? Well, I have 9 of those, you know? And I think that they would have to come to you at a better level than a knight. You know, you're looking for kings. And I don't see any kings on your board, to be honest with you. I mean, that's not to say that a king won't come out in the clarifiers, but down here, we have the 5 of Cups, Death card, and the Magician. Oh, I see. So, say you reject this Knight of Cups with their small offer. Even if it was strategic, they were trying to, maybe see how you were feeling, see how you felt about them. They came in with something small, and you got defensive with them, started a fight, possibly, and dipped out, went and focused on yourself. Well, you or this person is now very upset about this, because you feel like it's completely over. You feel like it's done and over with. But it was a manifestation. Rejection is protection. Redirection. it's redirection. It's not rejection. It's, the universe said, hey, you guys probably aren't a very good match. Let's take you somewhere else. Let's tap into your clarifiers here. It's interesting that we'd be talking about New Year's resolutions. I see, because so the message that we're getting out of these New Year's resolutions is going to come out in the clarifier. So maybe one of your New Year's resolutions is to start up. To start up. I say that in the Ten of Swords. The ending is at the bottom. So whatever opportunity this is, it's pretty much over. This is an investment opportunity. If you invested into a house, it's done. It's ended. It's not. It's going to hurt you if you keep holding on to it. So maybe one of your karmic lessons is to let go of the property, or let go of the house. Like, just give it up. It's only hurting you. I mean, maybe it was your childhood home and you've invested a lot of money into it, but it's about to come crashing down here. What is this tower? Justice, karmic justice. So somewhere down the line, you've reaped some karmic debt here, death card. An ending somewhere down the line. Karma is tricky because you can give yourself bad karma and not realizing it, right? Like, if karma sends people down into your path to test you, and if you fail these tests, then you reap the karmic debt. But if you pass the test, you reap the karmic reward, right? So, like, for instance, if a homeless person, is on the road and they haven't had anything to eat in 2 days, and, you're walking down the street with a 6-pack of donuts and you're taking them to work, and this homeless person says, can I have a donut, please? I'm really hungry. That's the universe testing you. If you give that person a donut, I mean, think of how simple that is. Just a little donut. I mean, for some people, that's a day's calories, right? So you give them that one donut, and it keeps them from starving to death that day, right? And that's karmic reward. The universe is going to reward you for that small favor. If you're walking down the street and you've got the 6-pack of donuts, and you see this homeless person, and he says, can I have a donut, please? Oh, no, sorry, these are already for other people. And you walk on, and that person ends up dying because no one helped them that day. No one helped. I mean, I know that you shouldn't be looking for handouts in a sense, but nobody helped that person. That's karmic. That's a very extreme that they would die, but it's karmic, and it's real karmic justice that happens here. Pardon me. So, if somebody was asking you for help and you did not help them, karmic justice comes back tenfold in the same area, oftentimes in the same area. So, if somebody asks you for a place to sleep at night, like Mary and Jesus, okay? Somebody asks you for a place to sleep that night, and you didn't have room for them, or, they needed a temporary place to crash and you refused. This comes back around. So now all of a sudden your home life is about to fall apart because you didn't help you didn't give this person a bed to sleep in that night. And they just needed the bed, or they just needed a place to crash for a couple of days until they found something else. But you changed the trajectory of their life's path because you were supposed to be the help. And when you didn't help them, this person went down a different path. And the universe was trying to use you to get them back onto a certain path. And that's why the universe puts people in your path. You're either helping them, learning from them, or they're your karmic justice, one way or another, karmic good or karmic bad. And you'll determine which one of those they are when you get to know them. And you see, if they're asking you for a favor, well, it's karmic justice. Karma is coming to judge you, essentially. So always be on the lookout. That's not saying like if somebody comes up and asks you to give them your car, you know, as a free handout, that's a little bit different. I'm talking about donuts, small stuff here. A place to sleep, something that it's not going to put you out, right? Of course, the universe isn't going to test you by sending you somebody that wants to put you out. So they're like, I need a place to live. Give me your apartment. Like that's a completely different scenario. We know how that works. Anyway, let's jump back into this. What's this strategic? What's this Seven of Swords? Why is this Knight of Cups being strategic towards this? Well, here's a Queen of... Because they know... Alright, because they know that you are a nurturing person. There could be children involved if you're a parent. So there's a child involved here somewhere, and they're trying to protect the child. So I think they're being very strategic with how they, with who they let into their lives, with who they are willing to build with, because their child is involved. So it's not a trickster energy. It's very much a strategic energy that I was picking up on, because this person knows that there's a child involved and wants to protect the child. The child comes first, is what I'm hearing. So maybe, they're bringing you this love after, but it seems small to you right now, but it's because they're trying to take things slow in order to protect the child's best interests with all of this. Or maybe they know that you have a child and they're trying to take things slow to show you respect, because they don't want to come bombarding in and taking over when there's a child involved, because children, they see things and they learn via their parents and how their parents interact with different situations. So they're not going to, put that child in jeopardy by, come rushing in and seeing, well, mom just met this person and now they moved in, like that kind of energy. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this, is that it's the reason why the offer is a bit smaller than a king is because they want to be careful, because there's a child involved. Now, what is this Five of Cups? Why are we sad? Well, why are we sad? Because we're on the defense. Nobody else does it for this person like you. Or nobody else does it for you like this person does it for you. There could be a bit of a mirroring energy here. When I was holding my deck, I have the the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles here. So they're the kings. They're poking out of the deck here. So maybe you had to choose between two people. Maybe you had to choose between a fire sign and an earth sign. The earth sign is your soulmate here, because the Mother of Wands is sitting on top of the strategy, and the King of Wands, Pentacles. The Mother of Pentacles was what I pulled out for clarifier, and the King of Pentacles is what the deck split to. So what you're not seeing is that maybe you're with an air sign currently. They're a bit snaky. The earth sign was actually your soulmate, and you're starting to realize this now, or they're starting to realize this, depending. Maybe they chose a fire sign over you. I don't know. There is a chance for this connection, whatever this connection is. It's going to take a lot of work, though. Page of Wands here. It's going to take the passion would have to spark again. You'd have to. I feel like this connection was very mental, not in a bad way mental, but like you guys did a lot of talking more than anything. There wasn't a whole lot of passion between you two. I mean, there is passion between you two, but it wasn't acted upon. The action wasn't there. I mean, the physical was there, but the passion behind the physical was lacking. And I'll just get this magician card. What are we? Yeah. And because the passion was lacking and everything, you're walking away from it. You're trusting your intuition, which is telling you that this was not a connection that was supposed to be. So it's such a weird dynamic here. So you're either walking away from the King of Wands, this fire energy, going towards the King of Pentacles, this earth sign energy, because that's what you truly want, or you're more vice versa. But you know that one connection here that was lacking passion. So the physical was there. You guys definitely did a lot of physical things. You guys talked a lot. You hung out quite a bit. You drank together possibly. There's things like that in this read, but there was no passion. Like the connection wasn't there. You guys didn't have a lot in common. You didn't think alike. They didn't think about the little things for you. Whether that's buying you flowers or listening to you when you speak and hearing and really hearing you, or like when somebody gets to know you better and you're like, oh, I don't like flowers, I like chocolates, and then all of a sudden they start bringing chocolates randomly throughout all the time. Like they just bring you a chocolate bar every time you see them, and you're like, this is so sweet. It's because you manifested that. You're like, I don't like flowers, I like chocolates. This person listened. That's the kind of energy that this one connection lacked. They didn't listen. They didn't listen when you said that hurts, or they didn't listen when you said like, I can't do that because of this or whatever. This other connection here, they listened, and I think you realize that now, that they stood out against other people because they listened to you. So all in all, I'm going to stop this there. I got two kind of general messages for you. One, let go of this property or this inheritance or whatever. It's a karmic thing that you have to release it. It's because you didn't do something for somebody when they needed you in a past tense in the same situation. Similar, obviously, but it always comes back tenfold if it's bad. Or for some of you, you were supposed to inherit something. You're supposed to inherit something, and the inheritance didn't pull through for you. The person that like fought you on your inheritance or something like that, they're receiving their karmic justice for not holding up their end of the bargain, if you will. So that's a message for somebody as well. I'm just picking up all these messages. But for the romance, which is more than half the board here, is what we're talking about, is romance. You're either walking away from a connection that does not hold the passion that you're looking for and going back or going forward towards somebody that does, or you are with somebody now that has that passion, that that listens and everything, and this person from the past that's trying to come back in and give you this small time offer, you're gonna walk away from it because you're like, no, like you're not anything of what I wanted in a connection, and I'm actually in a connection where it's better now. I'm happier now. So that's the kind of energy that I'm getting from this. Take what resonates to your situation. That's why I kind of leave these broad and open. There's a lot of you out there, different stories, different scenarios, but you're all under the same sign. Go figure. Individuality, eh? I guess we got another message for you. Get it off the floor. Oh dear. Well, that's a terrible message. That's a sad message. This is a pity party message. So I think the shocking thing is that somebody's heart's about to get broken. Maybe you have to break somebody's heart and you don't want to do that. Maybe you're with somebody and, it's a situationship or it's a relationship, whatever it is, but you miss somebody from the past and you're going to have to break this person's heart if you want to go back to this person in the past. That's your free will choice. But this is asking you to follow your truth. Stay true to yourself. So anyway, I'm going to stop it there because I just keep getting messages after messages after messages. I can go all day. All right. Until next time, love and light, Aquarius.